I don't usually call him before 9. So.
Okay. Okay, Georgia, you're on.
Hi, my name is Georgia, and we're gonna go over to my next door neighbor, Hannah's house to interview her. She's 94 years old.
Okay, let's go.
Morning.
Good morning. How are you?
Oh, not a good morning for pictures.
Thank you. Where would you like us to go?
Okay, sweetie.
How was it like when you were a little kid?
You have to talk a little louder because I haven't got my hearing aid in.
How was it like when you were a little kid?
I still didn't get it. I'm bad this morning.
It's okay. You gotta speak slower,
I'm
Georgia.
bad this morning. See? I see Hannah. What is that
Right
word?
here. How was it like when you were a kid?
Oh, it was lots of fun. But I was the littlest one. I was the youngest child in my group.
Who were your best friends?
Oh, Gladys was my best friend. My cousin, Gladys, was my best friend.
Ask her what she did. You know, take
did you
the
do
question and
together?
run with it.
What did you do together?
Oh, we jump roped a lot. So, and, well, I can't think of what we did, you know, really. But we did, she was a great one to jump rope. Did you jump rope when you were little?
I was never any good at it.
Oh, weren't you?
Georgia's pretty good at it, though, isn't she? Yeah.
Gladys could take 3 people in. You know how you jump to the person that's got the rope. She could take 3 people in. That was good.
Uh-huh.
I don't know what else. We played jacks.
You learned how to play jacks recently, didn't you, Georgia?
Yeah, that's pretty hard.
Yeah, we played jacks.
Did Gladys stay on the island?
Did Gladys do it here?
Did she stay on the island, or did she ever move off?
Oh no! Yes, she was my my first cousin. Their 2 fathers were brothers, and we lived like that.
Mm-hmm.
The house was next to each other.
Mm-hmm.
What school did you go to?
What school? The school didn't have a name really.
What was it like?
It was a 1-room school. 1-room school. But we didn't have a kindergarten. We'd start in 1st grade.
Oh.
How old were you when you started?
You got to talk loud like me.
How old were you when you started school?
7.
You were 7?
Yeah,
So she was your age when she started school.
Yeah, 7 years old.
What was your teacher's name?
My teacher's name was Mona Calland.
Mona Callan.
Calland.
Was she a young lady or an old lady?
Yes, we had all well, not all. At first, after a while, we had a man teacher.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. But that was my first teacher.
Did you like her?
I loved her, yeah. She was my sister's best friend.
Oh.
But she wasn't born and raised there. She came from another settlement, you know.
Uh-huh.
But she was good. We had a play, and I'm just going to interrupt a bit and tell you.
Oh, sure.
We had a play, and I was in the play. And what I had to say was, I am Mama's little darling. Don't you think I'm nice and sweet, with the rose upon my shoulder and my little dress so neat? Mama made it just on purpose because I was going to speak to you. Don't you wish you had it? I bet you do. That's
That
what
was
I
your
had to
line.
say in the play.
How old were you?
I was 7.
And you remember the lines?
Oh, yes, yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah.
That's very nice.
What grades did you usually get?
I did kind of mediocre. I wasn't the top one.
Did you have a favorite subject to study? A favorite subject?
Yes, I love literature.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I love literature. And I wasn't too bad in history, although I cheated a little bit. Used
Did
to
you?
write the numbers on my hand.
Oh, the dates. You had to remember all
I
the
write
dates.
the dates on my hand.
Yeah, those are terrible to remember.
Yeah.
What were your favorite books?
Well, I don't know that I had any favorite in my books.
Of literature, I mean.
Yeah, I don't remember that. I don't remember the name.
What was the story about?
I can't remember the name of any books I read now. They're just all faded away from me.
Yeah.
But I did like to read. Well, we have to skip that one, I guess.
Okay. Go ahead, Georgia.
We have to skip that one. I can't remember the name of the books. But
What were your parents named?
Say it again.
What, dear?
What were your parents named?
Oh, what my parents' name. My mother's name was Mary, and my father's name was Francis, with I-S.
Ah, yes. Mm-hmm.
Francis Charles, my father's name. They called everybody by 2 names there, you know.
Did they?
Oh, yeah. Jim, George, Tommy, whatever. Everybody had 2 names.
What was your name then?
My name?
Yeah.
My name was Hannah Lamb.
And they called you Hannah Lamb?
Yes, oh yes.
Really?
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. And my mother's name, they call her Lamb, Mary Lamb, because I took her maiden name. My mother's name was Lamb before she was married.
Right.
So I took that for a middle name. But they always called her Mary Lamb. But her last name was Blagdon.
Right.
Yeah.
That was your father's last
That
name?
was my father's name. Yeah.
What were your brothers and sisters named?
What was my sister's name? Well, I had Margaret Laura and Frances Ann, and Elsie only had one name. And my brother's name was Benjamin and Ronald.
Ronald. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I named all my children from my brother.
Mm-hmm.
Ronnie's name is Ronald Benjamin,
Mm-hmm.
and then Peggy's name is Frances Margaret.
Mm-hmm.
My 2 sisters.
And Madeline?
No. This is my sister, my siblings I'm talking about,
Right.
not my children. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So, any more?
No, that's all.
That was all the questions?
Yeah.
Well, what else do you want to ask her about? Ask her what she did.
Did you
with-
have any pets?
There you go.
Did I have any what here?
Pets.
Pets. Animals.
Pets. Oh yes, I always had a cat. Yes, I always had a cat, and her name was I had one Topsy, and I had another one Snooky.
Snooky. That's a cute name.
Yes, Snooky and Topsy, and we had cows.
So you lived on the farm?
Cows. One of the cows' name was Daisy, and one was Flower. She was like, not F-L-O-W, yeah, it was F-L-O-U. It was, she was all white. Just like that, not one spot on her.
Tell Georgia about the farm where you grew up. Was it a farm?
No, it was a farm in a way, but just for ourselves.
Right.
We raised the vegetables that kept from one season to another.
Mm-hmm.
Like we had last year's potatoes until we dug them again the next year.
Mm-hmm.
We had a root cellar.
Mm-hmm.
The root cellar was kind of built in the side of the hill, and it was all earth except for the door. The door was wood, and we kept all our vegetables in there.
So that was apart from the house. It was away from the house.
Apart, yes, not too far, just around the corner a little. Well, it was as far as from my house to the corner here.
Oh, so you had to walk a little distance to get there, just a block maybe.
Yeah. And when you opened that door, the moisture would come out and almost knock you over.
Really?
Yes, from the sour.
Interesting.
Yeah.